This story is a prime example of love spells will kill you. It's not about if, it's about when.
Investigating a death in Emmanuel County around 9:30 last night. The Twin City Police Department and Emmanuel Sheriff's Office say they were called to Fifth Avenue about a domestic disturbance. Deputies say when they arrived, they found 27-year-old Zaria Carr unresponsive. Carr was later pronounced dead. According to the GBI, her husband, 36-year-old Shamarcus Carr, was missing along with Zaria's actual car. Just after 11, the Wayne County Sheriff's Office saw the missing car and attempted to stop it, but deputies say Shamarcus was inside the vehicle and they even tried talking to him. Shamarcus then shot himself and died from his injuries. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office is investigating Shamarcus's death, and the GBI is investigating Zaria's death.
I'm the Mademoiselle and Sassy Dixième Chanel. Welcome to my Haitian channel. If you guys are not aware, we do have multiple channels. Please make sure you check them out down below. As you guys can tell by today's title, we are going to be talking about Dutchess Dior and the Frenchman. I already talked about this on my main channel in regards to the case, my opinions, and what have you. So for this video, we're not going to go through many details of the case. We are going to give a quick synopsis in regards to my opinions, who I think is at fault, etc., etc. Make sure you guys go watch the video. It is going to be linked down below. A lot of you guys were like, oh my God, I thought that you were going to talk about the black magic, the love spells, the root work. I wasn't. I'm not going to hold you. I wasn't. But since you guys asked for it, here it is. I tend to not cover these types of cases because this is extremely messy, insanely problematic, and downright fucked up on every level because none of this needed to happen. And additionally, when it comes to talking on people who have passed away, it's pretty difficult to A, have a non-biased take on it, and B, be respectful on all fronts without someone catching offense. So let me just say straight up, my condolences go to the family, friends, and loved ones of both of these two, but most importantly, the children, because now they have to live without parents. If you guys are not aware, Dutchess Dior was an influencer and she was killed by her husband on Facebook Live just a few days ago. If I'm not mistaken, I don't believe the killing actually took place on live. It took place like very shortly after they were on live stream. He tried to flee. Police chased him. They tried to speak to him, but unfortunately he took his own life and later on died at the hospital. They do have kids together, and it's just an extremely disheartening situation because, again, now these kids have to grow up without parents, all due to pure foolishness. Rewinding to add to the backstory, Dutchess Dior met the Frenchman as a CO. Okay, she was a CO, he was an inmate. They got together shortly after his release, then got married. Now, I already talked about all of this again in the other video and what I think about it, etc. At the end of the day, the whole thing was a recipe for disaster, especially when you add love spells, root work, and spiritual situations in the mix. Now, you can find the live streams. People have been re-uploading it like crazy ever since the situation happened. And I want you guys to go watch it either before or after this. But, I mean, honestly, I feel like if you watch the live stream before this, you'll have a more unbiased take. I've watched a lot of it, and I will say straight up, right? If you're new here, hey, okay? I see spirits. I see things all the time. Been seeing them since I was a kid. I was born with a veil. If you guys do not know what a veil is, Haïtien, yo lelin, fait ta coiffe, okay? There is a lot that goes into it. You can either see spirits, hear spirits, whatever the case may be. For those of you guys who are mothers out there, basically it means that your baby is born in the amniotic sac, and either it comes out completely or like part of the sac is on the baby, and typically it means that that child's going to be able to see, communicate, whatever with spirits. Personally, there's been a long time where like I kind of been avoiding it and I didn't want to see anything, but unfortunately lately a lot of things have been coming back, hence why I started this channel and making these videos about Haitian voodoo, politics, and folklore, because all of it does go together. Feel free to watch my other videos if you guys are interested. So on this channel, we explore different things, right? We talk about different spiritual practices, different spells, Haitian voodoo stories, black magic stories, all types of things, right? And as you guys can see, I separated those things because what you guys need to understand as you are watching this video is that Haitian voodoo, black magic, witchcraft, obia, mukamba, santeria, all of these practices are completely different things. They might have some of the same concepts, they might have some of the same spirits, but what y'all need to understand, it is not the same thing. Unfortunately, as a lot of us were growing up Christian, it was embedded into our head that anything other than God is demonic and anything other than God is witchcraft. That is false. I hate ignorance. Don't comment it down below if you don't want me or any of my followers to cuss you the fuck out, because it doesn't make sense. All you got to do is do a quick Google search and you'll find out it's not the same thing. All you got to do is read a book and stop regurgitating what's been fed to you, and you would understand that those are all completely different properties. All of those are different practices, different spirits, different rules. It's okay if you think all of it is demonic, even though it's not. That's your personal opinion, but don't sit there and lump it all together, because it is not. If this content is not something that resonates with you and not something that you truly want to learn about, do not watch this video. I don't need missionaries. Stop the fucking nonsense. Additionally, keep it respectful. Okay, again, 2 people have lost their lives. The children might come across this video in the future. Their families, friends, and loved ones may come across this video at any given time. It does not take a lot to just shut the fuck up if you don't have anything nice to say, or just keep it respectful, informative, etc. I'm not saying don't leave your opinions down there, but there's a way to word things without being blatantly ignorant and blatantly disrespectful. Now, we've talked about love spells quite a lot on this channel, and every single time I talk about love spells, I tell you guys, just don't do it. But unfortunately, there's people out there that will reach out to me, write stories to me, then I read them on this channel, who meet me in real life and they're like, oh my God, I should have listened to you. I did a love spell, it didn't go well. Go probably on it. If you don't want to listen, that is your fucking prerogative. But don't be coming to me trying to ask what you could do because you put a love spell on your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever the case may be. I don't want to hear it. I've been literally speaking out against love spells for way too long. And people genuinely don't listen. And then they want to sit there, hoop, holler, cry, and complain when things go bad. This story is a prime example of love spells will kill you. It's not about if, it's about when. Now, if you guys are not new here, you would know that I do not practice, okay? I am non-denominational as fuck, specifically because I think everybody's right and everybody's wrong. I think that there are different bits and pieces from different denominations, religions, and spiritual sectors that all make sense and are all the truth, but at the same time may all be just kakadini kaka, okay? So when it comes to like things like this, I like to analyze them from a mundane standpoint. Like when I saw this live stream, which you guys should definitely watch the live stream for real, I want you guys to draw your own conclusions and not just clips, like actually watch the live stream. You might get something different from it. I will say straight up, I'm not about to sit here and try to be like everybody else saying like, oh, well, I saw the spirits and the spirits are doing this and da. Like I said, I see things, but I see things physically. I don't see things on the TV. I'm not going to be able to see or catch a spirit on a screen. I will see them in person. I will see them behind people. I'll see them in people. I'll see it in their eyes, but I cannot see things on a live stream. When I saw this live stream, I was just like, okay, 2 idiots that should have walked away from a situation, but didn't, chose to put their business on live stream. This don't seem new. So, I mean, salve them fed. Like, what do you want me to really say? Like, I didn't get anything spiritual from it. Now, the only reason we were talking about the spiritual aspect of this story is because Dutchess, as well as the Frenchman, did say that they each put roots on each other in the live stream.
So, I went and got a reading. So, the bitch read me. Boom. The bitch told me a motherfucker in my wife, somebody in my wife's family, got roots on me. They're praying on my brain. They praying on my downfall. They don't want to see me with shit. They playing with my finances and my money, goddamn blessings. So I asked her this. Oh, it gotta be Miss Jennifer. It's gotta be my godmother. It's gotta be all this. You know what I'm saying? So she keeps throwing out there For her to keep always trying to throw it out there. Oh, he broke. Bitch, you praying on it too. The fuck you talking about? You in with it.
What is this?
You praying on it too.
You play with witchcraft too.
Hey, what's your point?
What is this though?
What's your point? After all that.
After all that. I went and got down. I went in there trying to get her. I went and called and paid the girl to get a reversal. I tried to get a reversal. So when I got done went to get the damn reversal and shit, you know what I'm saying? She got down be getting mad. Don't want me to do, oh, you ain't gonna do this and do that. What the fuck else I supposed to do? You cry, complain about me being broke, but you don't want me to goddamn get right. I ain't never been no broke nigga. I always got money. When I met you, bitch, I had money. You see what I'm saying? As soon as this hoe came in my life, everything went down here. Ever since. So here it is. The folks told me, every time I get some money, I lose it. I ain't even got to gamble it. Everybody know I gamble. See, a bitch like that. Yeah.
You see how a bitch like that?
Yeah. Tell it
can't
out.
trust
You tell it out. You damn. You slime me, baby. You better not trust me. Hey, you talking about?
Again, so when it boiled down to it, that's what's going on. You feel me? That's just what's going on. So I'm trying to protect myself. You know what I'm saying? I get another reading from a whole nother motherfucker. So they tell me the same shit from a whole nother person. So that's what's going on. You feel me? It ain't like, oh, I'm just over here just goddamn so fucked up. It's just at the end of the day, this what's going on. This what's going on in my life. So here it is. Bitch, I got a job. I got a good job, bitch. I got a good job, bitch. The fuck you talking about? I got a good job. So ever since the reversal shit started coming through for me, shit, I got a nice little job. I'm making almost $22 an hour. After 90 days, you know what I'm saying, gonna go up. You feel me? So get what? Shit, it's only up from here. You feel me? It's only up from here. Then the bitch get mad. Bitch get goddamn mad. Listen to her. Y'all hear that demon? She get mad. She don't like that. She don't like that. She don't like that. I ain't never motherfucking got to play with that shit until her family.
Bullshit.
The fuck?
Bullshit.
I ain't know nothing about that shit. She said, here it is. She got mad at me last night. They called me a bitch ass nigga. But the same shit she cried about, she do to me. So that shit don't be no damn excuse. She telling me, oh, well we getting a divorce. Oh, you gonna pay me $600? We gonna get out my fucking ear, bitch. So here it is now. And see, that's what she do with it. When I turn around and punch in her shit, she gonna call the police and say I'm a woman beater. But bitch, I beat you. I'm a bitch beater.
Every time you come in the house,
I'm a bitch beater.
Fight me head up. What you doing?
We can fight now.
What you doing?
We can fight now.
What you doing?
We can fight now.
You come sneak me. You come choke me.
Why you put your hands on me? Why you put your hands on me? Why you put your hands on me?
That's how you fight me every time.
You can't beat me, bitch. Head up or not.
I can. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? When you grab my hair. Okay. Quinn, why I told you I want to fight him? Why I said I want to fight him?
Yeah.
Every fucking time you pull my hair, that's why I cut my dreads the first time.
Now, it's one thing for someone to put roots on you or you to put roots on somebody, but when both of you go and you put roots on each other, c'est caca for you. Okay, it's just a really stupid ass situation. It's probably one of the most dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. Like, I genuinely was watching this shit like, why would y'all? So let's just get into it, right? When you do a love spell, you are bending someone's will. Point blank, period. Regardless of who you believe in, regardless of what you serve and what you practice, whoever put us here gave us all free will. When you love someone, quote unquote, to the point where you can't let them go, you don't want them to leave, etc., and you go and you put a love spell on them, you are bending their free will. There are no and ifs or buts about it. Stop with the fucking love spells, because you are literally fucking with somebody's life forever, and then you're altering your own, because the only thing that can really come from it is a life of misfortune or ultimately death. There's no reason that if someone truly loves you and truly wants to be with you, that you need to even go put a love spell on them. They always say love is blind. That's because that's very true. When someone truly loves you and truly wants to be with you, they're going to be with you. You shouldn't even have to do a love spell. If you feel like you need to do a love spell, if you feel like you need to bind the person, you need to fucking leave, because there's something psychologically wrong with you and you're insecure. Okay, there's something really problematic with this whole entire situation. But most importantly, I need to highlight that people that do love spells and dibble and dabble in that know better. Okay, most of them know that this is probably something they shouldn't be doing. They've been warned numerous times and they keep doing it. A specific set of characteristics that one must have in order to be sitting there doing love spells when they know that it can backfire horribly just for one person when there's billions of people on this earth right now. People who do love spells are oftentimes vindictive, problematic, but most importantly, selfish, because at that point you are taking that person's choices away from them and you are condemning them to a not so happy life, either with or without you. Now, the reason I say without you is because a lot of people don't understand that a lot of times when you do a love spell, that doesn't mean that they're going to love you. That's not the point. The whole point of a love spell is to bind this person to you forever. So they may lie, cheat, steal, be violent, and do all of this shit to you, but they're still going to stay. That's basically all it does. It doesn't necessarily make the person love you, and if it does, the love will not last. And that's specifically because in the spiritual realm specifically, love and hate run on the same frequency. Hence why a lot of people, you ever heard those quotes, or you ever hear in a song, they be like, love is just, or is it jealousy is love and hate at the same time? Like, whatever. There's a lot of different quotes that are kind of like the same thing, but you guys understand, love and hate operates on the same type of frequency. As much as a lot of people don't like to believe it and can't put two and two together in their head, it truly does. As much as you will love someone is as much as you will hate someone. Hence why breakups are so nasty. Divorces are so nasty. When you fall out with someone, it's so nasty, whether it's romantic or not. Love and hate runs on the same frequency. And once you understand that, I kid you not, life will be better and you will decide to make better decisions. Like, when I started realizing that, I started realizing, like, okay, not everybody's an enemy. That's just my feelings. I just don't like this person. I don't like what they said, and I'm hurt. Once you recognize I'm hurt, this person hurt me, I don't like what they did, and you leave it at that, I kid you not, life becomes better. But for the spiritual people out there that know that this is wrong and they just keep doing it, I don't understand it. It's like, at this point, I feel like a lot of people just be going to get a witchcraft kit, okay, or a Haitian or a Louisiana voodoo kit from a fucking trinket store, and they think, oh my God, I'm a witch, I could do spells, I could do this, I could do that. Went to the best reader in Louisiana. This person's about to, do their thing, okay, they're about to give me the best spell ever. And it's like, it doesn't matter how great the person is who did the spell, they could have did everything right. You are bending someone's will, it is going to backfire. You guys are probably like, why do people do these things anyway if they're so dangerous? To be quite honest with you, for control, for power, and most importantly, insecurity. They feel like this person's going to leave. They feel like this person's going to cheat. They feel like this person is, not going to love them strong enough or well enough unless they do a spell on them. It doesn't matter what you do in regards to a love spell, because 9 times out of 10, the person is either going to A, find out, B, not be affected, C, be affected, and it's going to affect both of you, D, end up like still cheating and doing things that you didn't want them to do because they're still human at the end of the day. Like that, y'all, child, I could list the bullet points, okay? If you guys didn't watch my video about love spells, please go watch it. I already did a whole video. I've done a few. I'm going to try to make a playlist for my love spell situations, because it's like people really just, they think it's a joke. They think, oh, well, like this is something that anyone could do. This is something I could do. They could do. I could pay to get it done and it won't be that serious. And that's because, especially when it comes to love spells, they're probably some of the easiest spells that you can do. Like, typically you can do your own love spell. You can go to any reader on the corner, even though I wouldn't advise that, and get a love spell done. You can literally, and it's crazy because a lot of times, okay, depending on the love spell, there's different things that people use, right? There's just, regular words, you can do a spell like that. You can do potions, which is what I know about. I know a lot of people, especially in Haitian culture, they do the potions. You can have powder. You can ask a spirit to deliver them to you. Like, there's so many things, but 9 times out of 10, like, you can kind of do it by yourself. And that's why people don't take it that seriously, because they're like, oh, well, all you did was tie a rope on a candle. Okay. Yeah. Like, a lot of people think like, okay, it was such a simple process. It wasn't that hard. It didn't entail me doing all of this work. So it doesn't matter that I tried to do a love spell on someone. You're going to fuck around and find out like these two people did. Now, when it comes to this whole situation, what it seems like might have happened, and this is purely speculative, is that they did root work on each other because they were both insecure about their relationships. Unfortunately, when the Frenchman went to go undo this love spell, shit went left. Why? Because at the end of the day, what a lot of people do not think about when they're falling in love generally, okay, besides the fact of the love spell thing, a lot of people don't think about what type of person this person is. A lot of you guys fall in love and you don't think about who is this person, where did they come from, what is their background, shit, does diabetes run in their family? Y'all don't think about these things. You just think, love this person, want to be with them forever, the dick is good, the pee is pussin', and y'all don't think, what type of person is this person? Yes, you can love them, you could want to be with them for the rest of your life, but you have to think of the consequences of your actions. All actions have consequences, whether good or bad. You need to understand, okay, especially before you, what type of person are they when they're mad? What type of person are they when they're depressed? What type of person are they when they're stressed? What type of person are they when they're under a lot of pressure? What type of, like, yo, you need to understand that, because putting a love spell on someone is going to put all of that shit in a crock pot, okay? Imagine an over full crock pot or Instapot, and eventually it'll either stop working or it's going to overflow, because you basically are putting everything into one compressed situation, and eventually it is going to blow up. It is going to stop working. When you go and you put root work, black magic, love spells on people that already are insecure in themselves, and then you yourself are insecure, and then you have bad intentions. That is the word I need you guys, okay, to think about and hold on to for the rest of this video and any other spell video that I put out there. Intention. Whoever you are as a person, whatever your intentions are, whatever the person who you go to do this thing intentions are, if that makes sense, like whatever their intentions are, whoever it is that you go to do this, really matter and can really affect, okay, what is going to happen with this spell. Now, a lot of people may think like, yeah, even though you go to the top this and the top that and it doesn't matter, it's never going to backfire because I did everything right. It can still backfire. You do not know what type of spirits or ancestors this person has. There's people out there that cannot be bound. There's people out there that a love spell will just boomerang right back onto you. Like, I'm talking about, like, you do the spell, next week you'll be dead. You can't do that shit. Like, there's certain people out there that are that heavily spiritually protected, whether it is by God or by something else. And it's crazy because a lot of people seem to not grasp that there's things out there other than God. People seem to think that God is going to protect them from any and everything. Therefore, they can do whatever it is that they want. They can lie, cheat, kill, steal, and it doesn't matter because all I got to do is repent. Let me just tell you right now. Okay, God is not going to protect all of you because a lot of y'all ain't shit. You don't want forgiveness and you're doing all of this shit out of malice. You're doing all of these things to benefit yourself and no one else. And that's the whole point of magic. A lot of people don't understand that. Magic is here to balance the earth. It's not here to help you bend people's wills. Will you? Absolutely. But will you pay the consequences of those actions? Absolutely. And that's why when I talk about the love and the money spells, I'm like, those are probably two of the things you should never do. Because in order to get money and in order to get love, you have to give something in return when you're doing these spells. And on top of that, these are things that you are more than likely not supposed to have. So you have to give something on top of that. Now, sitting here wishing for abundance and manifesting success and, you know, all of that, there's nothing wrong with that. And I need people to understand there's a difference in that too, because there's people that be like, oh, manifestation is demonic, yoga is demonic. Like, y'all need to go to hell and y'all need to go to sleep and y'all need to read a book. Like, no, all of that is completely different. There's a difference between asking for good in your life and literally asking for things that are for you to come to you, even if a little bit faster, and asking for things that are completely not for you at all. You may not be meant to be a millionaire. You may not be meant to be with this person, but you go, you try to get whatever done, and you think that you're above God, you're above the spirits, you're above the ancestors. and you're not. And a lot of it has to do with ego. A lot of people have horrible egos. They have horrible personalities. They're just horrible people, and they're out here putting roots on people. And that's what it seems like might have happened in this situation. It seems like he tried to go get the root work taken off, and shit just backfired really, really bad. In the videos, you can hear him talk about like, yeah, like, you know, I tried to go get this shit off me, da 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 da. You can hear her talk about how it was probably someone in her family that did this, that, and the third. And it's just like the whole thing is a hot ass mess, because when you really sit down and you think about it, it's like, are y'all really serious? Like, y'all went and y'all put root work on each other, and then one person went to go get it undone. Like, that one person that went to go get it undone, that one person that is now able to see, that person that was literally bound by you and now is like, what the fuck, like, what am I doing here? Why am I with this person? They're going to start going crazy, whether that is them being put in a psych ward because like they can't mentally handle it, or them literally lashing out and taking your life and then taking their own. There are serious ramifications for this type of work. Everything in the spiritual realm has a price, and sometimes the price is your life. When it comes to these two, it really does seem like they both did put root work on each other, specifically because they said it. I'm not saying it because I saw anything in the video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Did you see anything? Did you feel anything? If anything, I just felt something bad was going to happen. I felt like, damn, like I felt like there was probably demons in that presence. Like, yeah, egging the shit on, as well as her friend on the phone with her. But it's like, I didn't see anything, okay, like in the physical. So it's just like, I feel really bad. He definitely knew the situation was going to get really bad because he kept threatening her. She didn't take it as serious. I don't think he should have, you know, took his own life over it. I feel like the whole situation could have been avoided, and it was a hot ass mess. But if you take anything from this video, okay, understand that it is never worth it to do any spells that go against someone's will, even if you think it is for their own good. You don't fucking know what they're going through. You don't know what spirits walk with them, and you do not know what is best. If you ever fall into a situation where someone did something to you, or you did something to someone and you want to reverse it, go to a professional, okay? Because only they can help you. You can try to repent, but 9 times out of 10, that may not work depending on how far along you are. This whole idea of God saves all and da-da-da-da-da, for the most part, if I go and kill someone with the intent of saying, oh, I'm just going to repent to God, do you think God's going to forgive me? If I really willingly go out there and like stab someone or steal their car and be like, oh, God's going to forgive me, you think that's going to... Honestly, I just don't believe in that. I think that's absolutely ridiculous, and that's why I think the world is the way it is. And that whole idea of people saying, well, if voodoo is so powerful, if black magic is so this, and if witchcraft is so that, then why can't it save the earth? I already have a whole series on that. A lot of it has to do with the fact that people are selfish, people are horrible people, and people are going to do whatever it is for their own selves instead of helping the betterment of humanity. It's just plain, pure, cut, simple shit, okay? The more we sit here and we do love spells on each other, and we do things for money, and we do things to harm others, is the more the earth is just going to continue to get fucked up, both spiritually and physically. You may do a love spell, or you may bind someone's will and think, oh my God, it's working. This is great. I absolutely love this. And everything seems to be going the way you want it to. Not understand that is just temporary. It will indeed backfire. I personally don't know not one person that has done a love spell or has had a love spell done on them and had it end in a good way. Okay, like all of it ends bad. Either someone dies, someone ends up in a psych ward, someone ends up child. Like, when I tell you, crazy things almost always happen. Don't believe me? Watch my videos, okay? I have people stories that I read. I have stories that I've, told from people that I know in my life. I have stories that people have told me. And it's just like, yeah, love spells just never end well. If you are thinking of doing a love spell, you need psychological help. You need to go do the inner work and love yourself more, because you shouldn't have to force someone to love you. If someone wants to be with you, they should just want to be with you, not because you sat there and you tied them to you. This whole idea of doing this for people's own good, or doing it because, oh, like, we're together anyway, absolute bullshit. Don't do it. Okay, I'm telling you right now, it is genuinely a really, really bad idea. Again, my condolences go out to the families of these two, because this was extremely unfortunate. If you guys want to know more about the story, I'm going to link down some references down below, as well as the first video that I did about this on my main channel. I'll also be linking down below my black magic videos, as well as the love spell videos, because there's a lot of things that I mentioned in here that I actually do go more in depth on in those specific videos. With that being said, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Check out my other channels. Everything you need is going to be linked down below. Join the memberships, because we have personal stories on there. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all next time. Bye.